What's going on YouTube? Hope everybody week is going good. Hope everybody weekend is going good. Today I'm going to get into a video to talk about Jarvis Butts and his charges and the conjointment of the cases pretty much and why. But before I even get into that, I do want to say my copyright disclaimer real quick. And that's copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, scholarship, and research. All right. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to just show you all of his charges. He has 18 charges that he's currently facing that stems from 2024. And some of you may have already seen this, some may have not. But this is how many in total that he's facing for all of his victims. All right. So as you see right here, his name, date of birth, all of these charges that stem from the first court date, which was April 4th of 2024, all the way up until now, pretty much. So you see the number 18 that represents the number of his charges that he has. You got the first one, a weapons charge. Number 2, CSC in the second degree. Number 3, a homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. Number 4, child sexually abusive activity. Number 5, CSC in the second degree. Number 6, CSC in the first degree. Number 7, CSC in the second degree. Number 8, CSC in the second degree. Number 9, CSC in the second degree. Number 10, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Number 11, child sexually abusive activity. Number 12, CSC second degree. 13, CSC in the first degree. 14, CSC in the second degree. This is not a charge. Number 16 is CSC in the first degree, CSC in the third degree, and then the 18 is CSC in the first degree. I'm not sure what local agency hold is, but let me try to even see if I'm able to find out what that's just weird that popped up out of nowhere. I'm trying to see if I can find out what that means. Sorry, y'all, I'm reading. I'm not ignoring y'all or being silent. So a local agency can hold a criminal case by detaining an individual on behalf of another law enforcement agency due to an outstanding warrant or while the defendant proves the source of their bail money is legitimate. Oh, okay, so that's pretty much what that means. All right, so let me just say, let me see this. Hold on. All right, so I can close that out. But yeah, those are all of his charges, all 18 counts for all 18 different charges, multiple counts. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go. Now, what this is called it's called a joinder of offenses, and that's something that the prosecution does when there's multiple cases stemming from the same incident or type of offense, so to speak. So it says the indictment or information may charge a defendant in separate counts with 2 or more offenses if the offenses charged, whether felonies or misdemeanors or both, are the same or a similar character, or are based on the same act or transaction, or are connected with or constitute parts of a common scheme or plan. So in his case, because it's pretty much the same kind of type of abuse or the same type of charge, that will be why they've conjoined all the cases into one big trial, and all of the victims will testify as well. So that's what that's called. It's called a joinder of offenses. As far as why the prosecution decided to do that, that's just pretty much them trying to just keep the case, I guess, less hectic for them, I want to say. But that's not uncommon, though. That's something that's typically seen in a lot of trials as well, where there's multiple victims and there's only one trial. And 5 to 6 different trials for the same type of offenses, it would kind of be counterintuitive, and it would also be we would never see the end of the trial if we were going to do 5 to 6 separate different trials for the same type of offenses. And everybody, each one of the victims, of course, they deserve their justice. That's not taken away from anything. But I believe that they were, I believe the state chose to do that pretty much just to keep the trial, I guess, going in the same direction, same flow that they wanted to go in. Maybe they believe, it would be more easier for them to prosecute the case that way. But that would explain that. I'm just giving you guys the information, or the definition of the joinder of offenses is when they pretty much consolidate all of the cases into one big case. So we don't know how long this trial may or may not proceed. It may it could be months. The YSL trial was over a year. I'm not saying that it's going to be a year, but it's a possibility. We never know. And more victims are going to come forward as we get closer to the trial as well. So I just wanted to share that tidbit of information with you guys. Yeah, that's all I pretty much got. Until the next video, I have another video that I'm going to do as well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. You guys have a good one.